Okay, today we are going to review procedures in our math class. So first thing is entering the classroom. If I am not in the room, line up outside. Walk in silently through the entrance and then grab any handouts off of the drawers. We rarely have handouts, but whenever we do, it's on that 10 drawer stand right next to the panel. And then find your assigned seat. Read the board for instructions. That is going to tell you everything you need to know for the day. It's always up there. It's going to tell you your bell ringer, what materials you need, any important dates, our agenda, all that stuff. Next is your bell ringer. So 99% of the time, your bell ringer is going to be the iReady teacher assigned lessons. We don't focus in MyPath in this class, only on teacher assigned lessons. It's going to be on the board, so read the board for directions. Gather the materials you need. So typically this is your computer, a pencil, a highlighter, and your math book. Write down important information in your planner. And I have on the agenda slide, it tells you important things to write down in your planner. Work silently and productively. So your bell ringer is an independent activity, so there should be no talking. And then if you finished everything, if you finish your iReady teacher assigned lessons for the week, you can read quietly, or you can ask me permission to do an iReady learning game. Transitions. So listen for a call to attention. You know I love to use timers in class. We usually use that whenever we're working in our math books or at the whiteboards. And I like to use my desk bell a lot. So whenever a timer goes off or whenever I ring my desk bell, that means you need to stop what you're doing, quit talking, because I have something important to tell you. I always give a 2-minute warning every day to pack up. I have a timer on my watch, so I always know when to pack up. Please do not ask me if it's time to pack up. I will let you know. Just keep on working until I give you the call to pack up. Whenever that happens, you need to make sure that you reset your table basket. So every basket has headphones, pencils, and a sharpener for your table to use. These materials are for all classes, not just your own. So we need to make sure that we take care of our materials. Our headphones need to be neatly wrapped around the earmuffs, and the tail needs to be tucked in so it's not falling all over the place and getting tangled up. You should have 4 pencils in there and a sharpener. This should take less than 30 seconds, as long as we're not chit-chatting and wasting our time. And then if you pack up early, you will receive an infraction. I'll give you a 2-minute warning. If you are packing up without permission before that 2-minute warning, you will receive an infraction. Basket supplies. So these are the baskets that are on your tables. Each table basket should have 4 headphones, 4 pencils, and 1 pencil sharpener. If all materials are still there and not vandalized, that means I don't have any broken pencils. The pencils do not have erasers gouged out of them, and the metal's all bent up and can hurt somebody. Then you will receive 10 minutes of free time on Friday. This depends on all classes to do their part. And that got cut off in my slides for whatever reason. But this is a whole grade level, grade wide, Miss Adams's class reward. So we need to make sure that we are resetting our boxes and taking care of our materials at the end of each class period. Bathroom and water. So 1 boy and 1 girl can go at a time. I have 2 hall passes hanging up by the door. The hall pass with the dark blue lanyard is for boys. The light teal one is for girls. So one boy and one girl can go at a time. You must use the restroom that is in our hallway. It's to the left of the classroom. You can go during independent work time. So this is like during your bell ringer time. I give you 10 minutes of iReady. So you can go during that time. You can go between classes. Just drop off your stuff first. Make sure that I know that you are out the room. Or you can do it while you're doing your independent practice after our lesson. Respect the facilities and others. So please do not write on the wall, stick boogers on the wall, put gum on anything. Use the hand signal to let me know you have to use the bathroom. It drives me crazy whenever a student raises their hand and I think they have like a really good question to ask and it's to use the bathroom. It makes me mad. So please use our hand symbol. It's our 2 fingers crossed together like we're making a I don't know, what do we cross our fingers for? I don't know. Not to jinx ourselves, or yeah, I think that's what it's for. Like cross your fingers. You will not be allowed to leave the room for water. Water is not an emergency. You will not be able to leave the room for water. You have to go between classes. That is a Mr. Griffin rule. So we follow it. Late work and missing work. So this one has changed a little bit since the beginning of the year. You have the same number of days as you missed to make up an assignment before late points are taken off. So if you miss 1 day of school, that means you have 1 extra day to make up your work before you get late points. If you miss 2 days of school, that means you have 2 days to make up any missing work. All missing assignments must be completed before the interim period is up. So that should be in the school app. We try to give you a heads up whenever interim grades are due. After that interim period, I can't make up any late work. I'm not allowed to. It won't fix your grade in the grade book where it's stored. It is your responsibility to let me know if you are late turning in work. Even if it's an excused absence, I still need you to fill out the missing assignments form on Google Classroom. This is how I know to go check it. Okay, I take off late points depending on how many days it was late, the reason why it was late, and all that stuff. So even if you are turning in something late because you have an excused absence, you still need to fill out this missing assignments form. You have 14 days to turn in any missing work. I am very lenient. You're welcome. You have 14 days to turn in missing work. This includes weekends. Because if something is due Friday and you wait until Monday to turn it in, you had 2 extra days to do something, and that's not fair. So you have 14 days to turn in missing work. 5%, which is half a letter grade, will be deducted every single day until it is turned in. After the 14th day, the assignment will remain a 0. So get things turned in a timely manner. The only time you would not have a 2-week period, a 14-day period, is if there's an interim cutoff soon. You need to make sure you're getting things done before the interim. So that is our late work policy. All right, and that is the end of our slideshow.